Everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Cryptic. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to create a FiveM roleplay map on GTA 5 for PlayStation 5, Xbox, PS4, and, well, technically PC if you really wanted. This video is going to be a tutorial, so you will need to follow along if you're looking to create this for yourself. Feel free to pause at any time if you need to, and if you do go on to enjoy this video and find it useful in any way, feel free to drop a like and subscribe. And if you guys are looking to join a GTA 5 roleplay server for console that mimics FiveM type features, then there's a link in the description for that as well. I have over 20,000 members in my server. Go join. Alright, so first things first, what you're going to want to do is when you load up into story mode, you're going to want to hit pause on your controller. Head over to the online tab, go to the Rockstar Creator, give it a minute to load. Alrighty, so when you guys load in here finally, you're going to want to head over and create a deathmatch. For the sake of this video, I'm going to load my current one. Once you get your roleplay map loaded up, give it a second to load. The more assets you have in it, the longer it'll take to load sometimes, so there's no worries there. Alrighty, now that we're in here, what you're going to want to do is, if you actually head over to the deathmatch details, you're going to notice mine says convert to updated, meaning that I have an older deathmatch. This one allows me to let players change outfits and stuff, so it just doesn't use like the newer stuff. If you guys want a guide on that, let me know in the comments below and just say, hey Cryptic, I want a guide on that, and I can totally do that for you guys. Now, for the rest of this stuff, realistically, why are we choosing a deathmatch in order to do this? Well, for one, we can place custom props down, and by being able to do that, we can create areas for roleplay to make it more immersive and custom feeling, which obviously, as you guys know, isn't something in base GTA, but with a little bit of hard work, you can make something that looks pretty damn cool. As you can tell with my custom police station here and custom cop cars that do respawn, by the way. And that's not the only thing, that's just the tip of the iceberg. If you guys head over into the police station, at least for my map, you can actually head inside the police station. Now, this is kind of odd because the way this works for when you actually get into your roleplay map with players, you have to get on the bike and then get off and it'll push you inside. There are other ways of doing this, but to be honest, this is probably the easiest. As you can tell, once you go back into the creator menu like this, you're going to go to placement and vehicles and head all the way over to the BMX. Basically, all you do is make sure it is at vehicle can respawn on, rotate so that the seat is, well, for one facing in and one facing out. Put it about the middle, like here, and then just hold L2 and triangle at the same time to back up at a high speed. And once you see that it lets you place it, you just hit place. And then you zoom back in, and they'll clip through the doors. That's it. That's how you get inside, well, interiors that are loaded with doors in front of them. For interiors that aren't going to be the same, you're going to need to use a take flight sign, which is going to be this prop right here. If you head over to the stunt signs and go all the way over to take flight, what you're going to want to do is make sure prop stacking is turned on. And basically, you can go to anything in GTA, and you can just place the prop down like this, and then you want to get yourself a stunt block, change the rotation to roll, give it a bit of a roll, maybe about there, and place right above. If you're wondering what this does, basically now if you go in first person, what this does is at that angle, when you go in first person and walk into this, it pushes you up and in. So using this, you can get into anywhere you want, which obviously from that point on, you can create your own custom interiors. Pretty cool. However, I'm not going to be using that because I have plenty of my own already made. For example, if you guys haven't already noticed, you can get inside the Felicia banks. Great for bank robberies. Or maybe you want to get inside Franklin's old house. Also really cool for scenes. There's much more. I also have custom trees placed around throughout the map to make it feel more realistic. Same with these. I thought these looked kind of cool as well. And if you head down to Grove Street, it looks pretty different. Again, this took me quite a long time to make. If you guys are wondering in the comments, well, how long does it take to make something like this? The answer is hours, and a lot of them. That's just the sad truth. Getting everything to place in the way that you need it to so it actually looks good is not easy by any means. If you guys notice that when you actually have to test out your roleplay, if you guys have noticed that when you go to test your roleplay map out, it spawns a bunch of AI after you get your spawn points set. Don't worry about that. Those are just placeholders. None of this matters. It won't be here when you actually start your roleplay map. But what we're going to do is pause and use the teleport feature to head over to the police station right here. From here, if you guys haven't noticed as well on my radar, if I head into the police station and into the change room, just like LSPDFR, here I can find all my gear needed to go on duty. Pretty cool. And yes, it respawns. So we got our pistol and a taser. If you're wondering how I did that, you guys want... And if you're wondering how I did that, if you guys do want a tutorial, feel free to drop a comment in the comments and let me know, and I can totally do that for you guys. I think it'd be easier if I just made each of those tutorials for smaller things into individual YouTube shorts, then it would just be easier, since now we can make up to 4-minute long YouTube shorts. I think that's kind of perfect for these like mini tutorials. So let me know. Once again, just a reminder, make sure you guys do drop a like on this video. It does help out a lot by basically just sending the video out to more awesome people like you. And yeah, it helps me out and it helps you out. So feel free. And like I said, reminder, I do run a roleplay server with 20,000 members for PS5. If you're looking to join, there's a link in the description for that. Now, you remember that take flight sign glitch I just taught you guys? Well, it's actually kind of cool because if you want, you can have custom spawn points inside of the hospital here at Pillbox Hill. So if you were to place a block down like this, but I'd say probably around this size, and you actually manually place it inside and clip through the floor so that you don't fall through, and then place your take flight sign glitch at the door to get in, you can actually go in and place down spawn points, and then that allows players in your roleplay map to actually spawn in a hospital when they die. It's really cool. Currently I have mine set over at this hospital down by kind of where near Lester lives, just because it makes it a lot easier, and it's still a hospital, so you know. And by keeping the spawn points away from everything, if someone does die and they decide to try to come back fast enough to take action again, they don't really have a chance to. So dying has consequences. Who does that? As well as a custom dealership as well, where you guys can add any cars you want. Also, ignore my character switching outfits. That's just a glitch that happens when you're in here, so just pretend it's not happening and I don't look totally absurd right now. Yeah. Anyway. And yeah, like I said, custom houses and everything. So, you know, we're in Franklin's house right now, which you guys normally can't get into in online, but that's possible through here. Same with the bike glitch. So, enjoy that glitch. Oh, I didn't mention it, but also there are gun stores as well with guns in them. So, yeah, pretty cool. This is just a shorter video just to show you guys that this is possible on console. And if you don't believe me, well, I mean, here I am on my console. I don't know how much, like, yeah, I mean, it just doesn't get more real than this. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed, feel free to drop a like, as I said. And don't forget to join the Discord. If you guys have any questions, it's better to ask me there. However, obviously use the comment section as well. I do answer all of those comments as well, so if you guys are curious, then let me know. And without further ado, after you've dropped the like and obviously subscribed, as you guys probably loved this video, of course, why wouldn't you? That's gonna be it. I'll see y'all later. Peace out.